all the time. I'm trying to get better and not use my hats all the time. But I love my hat collection. I'm having a dream that's coming true right now. Oh, that's so awkward. That dream coming true has nothing to do with today's day. So I got a phone call this morning and someone asked me what I thought of their dream. I'm not going to say who it was. You know what? Let me share this video because I hope to shoot a good one even though I'm in pain. So excuse me, I'm going to buffer. Hey, Greta. I love you too. You fell asleep. Guess what I fell asleep on? The baptism. So when I got off the video last night, I ended up grabbing another bowl. I filled it up with fruit and yogurt, which I'm not supposed to do. And I ended up eating it the very last meal at the end of the night, but I love it so much. So I ended up falling asleep on Lincoln. So that right there is a demonic attack. I don't know what I'm exhausted from, Greta. It's not like I'm out pushing boulders up hills every day, you know, like I'm not really that active. So I shouldn't be exhausted, but my feet hurt. It's shooting, the pain's shooting up to my knees, and that hurts. And sometimes I feel like I have a fever running through me, like a rheumatoid arthritic fever. If anybody's ever had a rheumatoid arthritis flare up where you get the swelling, I bloat up. I used to bloat up so much with the arthritic swelling that I'd have to wear my boyfriend's clothing. Hey, Christine, it's great to see you. Like, I would swell up really bad. I need a haircut. I would swell up really bad. But with it would come like a fever and the aches, the body aches, and then certain areas on my body would just hurt. Like right now, I would really like to go to the hospital and have them give me Dilaudid and Valium because I hurt so bad. And I would like that IV with B and D in it. Now, in the good old days, you could walk into a hospital and say, listen, I've been through this a million times, and just this is what's worked in the past. This is the quickest way to get me back up on my feet and running. Okay, I don't want to walk, I want to run. Trust me. I need to be a runner, not a walker, not a follower, a runner. So probably if I had about 3 to 5 days of Dilaudid and Valium, I'd be back up on my feet because I think this is a rheumatoid arthritic flare-up. And pretty much nothing knocks it out of me except for narcotics. And I don't want to hear everybody go, oh, that's witchcraft, that's this, that's that. Yeah, I know. I get it. But for acute reasons, while I'm going through this, the pain I'm suffering, I don't want to hear it from these healthy people that have got no idea what they're talking about. I get it. But there's sometimes in a person's health, they have to do what they have to do. Do I make a practice out of taking pills? No, I do not. And there's the difference too. When it comes to me personally, I'm not picking anybody else apart, but I know people love to come in my chat. Oh my God, that's witchcraft. I can't believe that you want witchcraft. No, I want my pain gone. Do you know what my pain is like? If you want my pain, I'll give it to you. Be happy to transfer it. Guaranteed you'd be flat on your ass in bed crying wolf. Meanwhile, I'm still standing up and going. So anyway, yeah, honestly, Greta, I could take a week of like just my old prescription. I really could. And honestly, sometimes it's a narcotic pain pill is the only thing to knock it out of me. There's certain other issues I have where only certain medications will work to get rid of it, and unless I have the medication, it's not going anywhere. Like right now, I need prednisone because I'm having allergic problems. My allergy doctor is a POS, and I have yet to tell him about it, and I do plan to, which means I gotta find another doctor. So, now let's get to these stealing spirits and witchcraft. So last night I fall asleep. I don't get done what I wanted to get done. I don't feel good anyway, so the days are kind of running together for me anyhow. I wake up this morning, and because I ate strawberries and blueberries and yogurt as the last meal before I fell asleep, I woke up in an IBS attack. So I'm just going to talk frankly and openly and honestly. So I had a bad IBS attack yet again this morning, and I got back into bed, and I said, Abba, this is usually when I, masturbate, and it takes the pain away, but even in a situation like this, that is still sexually immoral. Masturbation in itself is wrong. It's just society and public schools nowadays said masturbation is okay, and they got all the students to start touching themselves and accepting it, when really it is sexual immorality. It is coveting. It turns into an addiction, and an addiction is a demon. Don't argue with me. Go read about it in the Bible. I'm only reiterating what I've learned from the Bible, but go read the Bible yourself. You'll see what I mean. So I go lay down. I say, Abba, thank you because I'm overcoming this situation. Thank you for lifting whatever off of me so I don't make a wrong choice here. And I don't want to use my go-to to get rid of the pain. I'll just pray it away, and I hope I can fall back to sleep. So Heavenly Abba answered my prayer, and he lifted the uncomfortable feelings so I wouldn't make a bad decision or have bad behavior. And I fell back asleep, and I was successful. I overcame a situation where I could have had bad behavior that is outside of Abba's will, but instead I got through it. And I felt pretty good about that, because it's like, yeah, okay, the rest of my day is going to go pretty crappy, but I'm starting off on the right foot, and I like that. And this past week, I've been starting off on the right foot and stuff, and I've really been battling very well. Losing minor things, but battling very well. And so I fall back asleep, and sure enough, wouldn't you know it, incubus comes along and steals it from me. So I wake up at 8 or 8:30, whenever. I don't keep track of the time, really. I just want to be awake for my shows, my friends' broadcasts, my loved ones' broadcasts, their videos. But anyway, so incubus comes along and steals it from me. So when I wake up about 8:30, I end up down on my knees repenting to Yeshua. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Just when I thought I had it and I was successful, incubus comes along and steals it. I must have left my back door open somehow, figuratively speaking, or there's something else in my life that I'm still not doing right, and it's leaving an opening for these things to still come in and attack me. So the only thing I can think of is my vaping, because I've been vaping inside the house. Now, I'm using my personal life as an example. And I'm also trying to give an example as to what it's like to even have a relationship with YHVH. It does go back and forth. Yes, I do. Hannah, it's good to see you, honey. I closed it. Supposedly. I have to research it, but I could be living on a ley line. The issue here right now is that there are belongings in the cellar of this building that belong to the prior tenants. Even a current tenant now that does live here has a picture of Jesus on her wall that was left over from the prior tenants. That is how it's happening. That's what's open, Hannah. So until those possessions are out, I have to constantly anyway stay up on spiritual warfare. But an image of Jesus is automatically going to attract an entity to it. No matter how much you pour the blood of the Lamb on an image of Jesus, you can't make it holy. You take the Star of David, it's a pagan idol. It's Remphain. Remphain, the entity, attaches itself to the Star of David. The Star of David has nothing to do with Jewish people or Yeshua. The Star of David was basically given by the Illuminati families to the country of Israel as a symbol. Again, nothing to do with Yeshua. The Illuminatis are the Nephilim bloodlines, and you cannot take a pagan idol and turn it holy, just like you cannot take a Christmas tree and turn it holy. You can't. You just can't. Ungodly is ungodly. Same with a crucifix. It's a broken cross. And then you got Jesus' body hanging on it. It just, anyway. So this spirit came along and stole what I was successful at. I was successful at not breaking a commandment and still beating and overcoming my pain, not using any bad behavior to deal with the pain. And still, a rotten, nasty, filthy, stinking, nasty, ugly spirit comes along and steals it from me. It reminds me of the famous musician dude. Just take what they want. Slimy, grubby, nasty things. I'm glad it doesn't have a body. Pretty soon these things are going to find a way to have a body, and then it's all at war. I had dreams last night I can't really remember. This morning I woke up to a phone call. I'm not going to say who, but the person on the other end said, Holly, I had a dream. I don't know what it means. In the dream, I go and I talk to a group of people, and then all of a sudden I have thorns coming out of my face. I was like, shh, I don't know what that means. I really don't. I'll go before Heavenly Abba. But the first thing that pops into my head is witchcraft. So what group of people are you talking to? I bet you I have an idea. You're talking to HTV, aren't you? Heavenly Abba, I come before you, and witchcraft and sorcery and necromancy, magic, voodoo, hexes, curses, incantations, sacrifices, and rituals are done against me, HTV, my internet pages, and everybody that I come into contact with. They get hit with demonic attacks because of their engagement with me. And it's retaliation. Heavenly Abba, I think there's witchcraft that's been done to my channel and to my viewers. Please reveal to me the source in Yeshua's name, but also please expose that source, that who's doing it, where it's coming from in Yeshua's name. I bind and cast down powers, principalities, demonic spirits, aliens, aka angels, interdimensional beings. I bind and cast them down in Yeshua's name. Heavenly Abba, I ask that you send the Holy Spirit to engage these humans that are tampering with the kingdom of darkness. You talk to them, punish them, discipline them, get through to them somehow, have your wrath on them, do what you need to. May your will be done on them who dabble in the dark arts in Yeshua's name. there's dark arts that's been done to my channel and to the viewers and participants of my channel, I bind and cast that down in Yeshua's name. Please pour the blood of the Lamb on us in Yeshua's name. Please protect me and my viewers in Yeshua's name. Please send down your warring angels, Heavenly Abba, and have them stand guard around all of my viewers and loved ones in Yeshua's name. Please have these warring angels minister to us, protect us, give us refuge, keep us safe and sound. Please have them provide for us. Also, when we use our mantles, may these warring angels help reinforce us using our mantles to bind and cast down all of these things that are outside of your will in Yeshua's name. Heavenly Abba, please keep me and my loved ones invisible to the enemy in Yeshua's name. I bind and cast down their spies. Heavenly Abba, I repent for my sins. Vaping. And I did it on HTV, so I'm a stumbling block. I repent for that yesterday. The video's on private. But I've been doing it inside my house privately, so that's not really right. So I repent for my sins, Heavenly Abba. I see they've sent out spies. Will you please send their spies in confusion? I bind their spies unable to communicate back to the spirit world, and I bind their spies unable to communicate with each other, and I bind their spies unable to communicate with the humans that summoned them in Yeshua HaMashiach's name. Confuse them. Don't let them see what they're seeking. And I pray that too in Yeshua's name. I don't even know how to word that, but that's what I pray for the enemy. I pour the blood of the Lamb on my videos in Yeshua's name. Don't let the kingdom of darkness stop what's upcoming. And I hope I do a proper job on the video in Yeshua's name, because it's an important video. Good morning, James. How are you? It's good to see you. Nothing happened. Well, a spirit came along and stole something that I was successful at. I've been trying to lead a clean and pure life and have good practices and good behaviors. Sorry for the weird wording, but how else to explain it? So that way Abba can use me as a vessel. If I keep myself as close as I can to holiness, then he can use me as a vessel. And I want him to be able to use me as a vessel, so I want to step it up a notch, right? Well, I stepped it up a notch. And a spirit comes along and steals it. Holly's keeping you up. Thanks, Tovis. It's great to see you. Good morning. Nothing really happened. Like in particular, except the normal grind. And already first thing in the morning, right when I wake up, I took my neighbor a plate of pasta. So I split my pasta dish with him. But I thought I should be kind to my body. So, but then with that phone call, because my friend had called this morning and said they had had a dream, and in the dream they went to talk to a group of people, and then thorns started coming out of their face. And I was like, that's got to be witchcraft. And I'm the group of people you're talking to. So I think it would only be suitable to pray. Heavenly Abba, please protect all of us. These days are dark. And these demons are a pain in the feet. They're a pain in both feet. This time I have baking soda, but Himalayan salt with minerals in it for my feet. I thought I would change it. Himalayan pink salt. I thought maybe that might be good. And then I gotta go downstairs and water plants and change a cat litter box. I definitely miss Save, I'll tell you that much. That you were in labor and you know. Good, maybe it'll make him appreciate you more. Get you some bread and breakfast, Greta. He should be so happy he doesn't have to rush you to the hospital in labor right now. I'm definitely not married. If I were you, I'd get a pillow and stuff it under my nightgown and wait till tomorrow morning and lay on my back purposefully and pretend to be asleep. Let him wake you up next. Ah, it's okay, Sarah. I was sitting there eating my fruit and yogurt. I ended up falling asleep halfway through, which meant I fell asleep on Lincoln too. Like that at the desk. Because I have the other chair like this one at my desk. Like, except I got blankets on it, so it's a little bit softer. But that's a very uncomfortable way to sleep, I have to be honest. It definitely didn't help my rheumatoid arthritic situation any. Oh, man. That was a good show last night. I should watch the second half of it. I missed Dan Bedoni on Friday night. Yeah, but see, this is what honestly, I'm awake 10 out of 24 hours. I'm lucky to see 11 or 12 hours awake. I remember 7 years ago, I forgot how to sleep. I was lucky to see 2-3 hours of sleep in one shot. And now I'm oversleeping. I'm not complaining about the oversleeping. It is a pain in the neck because I'm getting nothing done. As soon as I wake up, I'm falling asleep again. Which it's okay, at least I can stretch my medicine out longer. I got info from a source that said a glass flag which leads to martial law. I'm not believing it. Oh boy. Sarah, that's true too. Pain can exhaust us. I forgot all about that. And you know what? I'm not sucking back the kratom. Last winter when I was at the deli gas station place, they had the bottles of kratom. I was sucking them back. I was using 4 bottles a day. That's how I got through last winter. That and I didn't really have a good marijuana source. They were. So I was really primarily, dominantly relying on the kratom like I was back in Maryland. But anyway, for me to get around, I was relying on a lot of kratom to do that. I don't want to have to rely on that much kratom to get around to do work for somebody else who doesn't even pay me for it and steals my money and treats me like crap. So I don't want to be on that much kratom to begin with. I'm happy to take enough to get me through. Like if I go to a conference or something, or there's a long drive, yeah, the kratom definitely helps me. The green kind keeps me awake. Right, all the days I couldn't sleep. Right, Greta? It could be. And I sleep as long as Incubus is the weakest of them. I know, right? And that's what they keep sending after me, is the weakest. To disturb me. Assholes. But that's not the only thing on this premises, sadly. Two a.m. I kind of need to be spoon-fed. Oh, Tobus. So, I mean, I don't mind a couple of cups of kratom. But again, it's only 2 teaspoons. Um, I'll be honest with you guys about something further. Not that it's anybody's business, but the life of an ex-super soldier deprogramming. I'll be honest with you. And how many chances are any of us ever going to get to see an ex-super soldier deprogram? From start to finish, guys, you've seen it all. I wish I kept all those old videos too. I wish I didn't delete them. But nonetheless, I'm dragging you guys through the deprogramming and recovery process with me. Oh, I hate when that happens, Tobus. You can't sleep. What about taking Dramamine? Anti-motion sickness. That's what I take, and I use it for like anxiety and panic attacks, but I'll get like the day kind of Dramamine, the daytime Dramamine for daytime, but I don't remember to really use it, to be honest. Okay, so the other thing I'll be honest about, I'm targeted, so they trigger my tears. Tears are 3 altars at a time that come forward. That's how I was programmed. 313. That's also where I grew up. 313 White Neck Road, Far Hills. The house isn't there anymore, so don't even bother. So 3 altars will come forward at one clip, and there's 13 levels deep to any one program that I've been in. I've been in over 24 programs in the deep underground military bases, dumps. So now currently in my life I get targeted electronically. I can hear it in my ears. Sometimes I feel like my implants are pinged, targeted. Anyway, nonetheless, it seems to me that every day somehow they trigger me. An altered feeling comes over me. I hate, excuse my language, I hate that shitty feeling of that altered feeling. That altered feeling comes over me. I feel the shift of the tears. It's just this shitty feeling. I can't stand it. I hate it. My skin crawls. I want to run and get away. I want to break out of it, and I can't. And that shitty, altered feeling stays, and I can't take it. So that in itself is something that will drive me to go drink. Because I know what 2 pints of red apples ale is going to make me feel like. And in the morning I might feel shitty from it, But that shitty feeling from the 2 pints of Red's Apple Ale is better feeling than the altered state that comes over me and my body and mind and emotions and thoughts. And if you take me and you put me in an environment where I don't feel safe, I don't like it, I'm gnashing my teeth and people are up my wazoo trying to handle me or mold me into what they want so I can get views, like down in Maryland as well as Tennessee, that nonsense, as well as with the X, that nonsense. You put me in an atmosphere like those 3 atmospheres and it's almost virtually impossible for me to fight back drinking because at that point I'm around people I can't stand. I don't want to be around where I don't see Jesus in the people. They can sit there and talk to me until they're blue and try to convince me they know God or they love Jesus, but I don't see it with the spiritual gifts that Abba gives me. And then being stuck in that situation on top of being targeted electronically and them being the powers that be ruling over us, triggering me into my altars, or it could just be some slob witch or ex or pagan that tries to trigger me and do magic against me. You get that garbage constantly too. Hey, it's Kara. How are you, sweetheart? I was thinking of you this morning. I meant to get back to your text messages on my cell phone. I'm so slow, Kara. I'm so sorry. It's a lot to handle. It's a lot. So I'm glad that I'm back in my own home again, my own place. It's mine. I can control the atmosphere and I can keep it where I need it. That when I'm targeted and when I'm triggered and I feel that sense to run, or if that altered feeling, that shitty altered feeling comes over me that I can't stand, and I'd rather drink because at least I can tolerate that feeling over the shitty feeling of being altered. You guys don't know what it's like, so don't judge me. You just don't know what it's like, so shut up. Straight up. I don't care if you got Jesus. That doesn't mean you automatically understand my position or can automatically help me because you say you know Jesus. I'm sick of those nowadays Christians with that nonsense too. I can do anything with Jesus. No, you can't. And what one you got? Is it the fake one? Yeah. Like I said, no, you can't. And you know what? Even with the real Yeshua, sometimes he says no. But these nowadays Christians go ahead and do it anyway. They don't listen to the Spirit. Now, what was I saying? I don't have any crappy people around pulling at me, prodding at me, prying at me, telling me I'm not good enough, I'm wrong, and just playing games and lies and deceit. So in my own home, and I've always had my own place. I've always been independent since I was 18. So why would I want to go live with some old ninny down in Maryland? I wouldn't. I didn't. And no, I don't want to be hanging out with some old ninny talking about a rapture day in and day out. Hee 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 hee. Or that other garbage in Tennessee. Oh, those witches' balls are going to protect me. And I can't love God because he let his son Jesus die. And I'm a mother. I wouldn't let any of my kids die. Well, 2 were raised by the state and the other 2 were raised by the father. So technically, you didn't raise any of them. Have fun with your witches' balls. So, yeah, and there's something wrong with me? I don't think so. I know there's not. Um, what was I saying? The altered feeling and what I go through. I need a peaceful environment, and I have established that for myself all the time. When exes, plastic Christians, and garbage people just stay out of my way and stop trying to turn my life upside down because they think they know better or they think they can do better, and that somehow I need them and without them I can't live. And they're just holier than thou and they know better than thou when they really don't. And they're just another plastic Christian done up on man's traditions, and I can't take it. That's nuts. Hey, Bonnie, I love you, sweetie. I just saw right now, honey. Sorry about that. All right. The water got cold. My feet are done soaking. I hope this helps. I really do. Ouch. If it gets any worse, I'm going to have to go to the hospital. I think I know what one I'll go to. I'll go to the one that my pain doctor that I used to love, that I fired. I'll go to the hospital that he used to be affiliated with, and I'll tell him point blank, my pain doctor is affiliated with you, and right now I'm having major pain issues, and I need you to help me out, point blank. You can have me out of here in 4 hours if you really, really want. 3, if you move quickly. Oh, my feet, man. It could be the stress. I am mourning Seva. I am a softie. I take things to heart. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm gullible. You know, I miss Seva. Told my friend she couldn't go for counseling because of her. Kara, that's my cell phone said it best when it fell over. That crap pisses me off, Kara. I've seen that happen across the board with the ministries I've been affiliated with and associated with over these past 7 years. I'm sick and tired of that plastic Christian crap. They'll let you sit there and take methadone and Percocet and muscle relaxers and be drooling on yourself during a conference. They'll let the speakers even drink. Hell, that's fine. They find out you use cannabis and off with your head. I'm dead serious. And I'm sick of it. I am sick of it. Now I have my medicinal cannabis license and I'm ordained. And this is my pulpit and this is my ministry that YHVH gave to me. He told me to get up here and I did. I'm listening to him. Those poor people out there, I'm one of these people that was rejected because I prefer to use a plant. God told me himself, Holly, I made the marijuana plant, now go use it. I don't want to use sorcery, alchemy, and pharmacon. I don't want to be under a doctor who's pled allegiance to 15 different deities and none of them are Yeshua HaMashiach. I don't go to those doctors. I don't take their drugs. All they are is glorified drug dealers anyway. Put up there by the Illuminati family. You all complain, all these churches and ministers and evangelists complain about the pole with the 2 snakes wrapping up it. But the second they find out that you're not taking pills and you're using marijuana, off with your head. You're not even a second-class citizen. You are a piece of garbage under their feet, and only useful for them to step on and wipe off the mud. But these plastic Christians will welcome in somebody that's on muscle relaxers, pain pills, sleeping pills, anxiety pills, a whole big concoction that they're getting messed up on, and that's okay. They got a bunch of doctors. They walk into a building that has the pole with the two snakes wrapping up it, and that's okay. They accept those people. But you and me, we're rejected because instead we listen to Heavenly Abba and use a plant that He made for us. We don't engage in alchemy. We don't engage in sorcery. We don't engage in doctors that have given their allegiance to different deities, none of which are Yeshua HaMashiach. I can see our viewers dropping off because they don't like it. I've been told, you have no right to preach from the pulpit or be in the Freedom Deliverance Ministry. Absolutely, you are wrong. I have more right to be in the Freedom Deliverance Ministry given my personal experience. And then I even went and got the formal education from Russ Dizdar. And I got my formal documentation of being ordained. Hey, for realist. So I got all my papers. I'm legal. I know what I'm doing. You can't ignore that. You can try, but you're not going to get too far. 90% of the Christian community sits there, well, I'm a better Christian and I'm more saved than Holly. But they're not ordained. Why aren't they ordained? I'm 7 years old here with Yeshua HaMashiach, and I'm already ordained many years prior. How come these 20, 30, 15-year-old long-time Christians aren't ordained? They were called to be ordained. Why aren't they? But they sit there and point the finger at me that I'm not good enough and I'm not saved because I fired my doctors and I use a plant that God gave to me. I can't tell you how many of the survivors I've seen rejected because of it, and it's simply atrocious. Now, this here is not a church where you go out in California and they're feeding you marijuana and they got all these wombles and bird-looking ibis birds with all these colors painted on the wall and humans hanging from a tree. I'm not that kind of ministry. I'm talking about people who are sick and disabled here. No wonder why Abba told me to get up at the pulpit. No wonder why. Look at what you got out there right now. Are they telling you the truth? Even about themselves? Are they being really honest? Are they twisting God's word around? Will they apologize when they do something wrong? Will they admit when they're wrong? I had these spiritual gifts. I was born with them. I had them before I was fully disabled. And even though I'm fully disabled and still requiring medical attention and assistance, Abba has not taken those gifts away from me. If anything, I have more time to pay attention to him because I'm fully disabled. Where am I going to go? 44 minutes and we're coming up on 44 seconds. I just saw 11 seconds. Thank you very much. I'm humbled, Kara, because I've had it, man. I've really had it. There was some plastic Christian a couple months ago comes in my chat and says, oh, you're not born again, because I had Delta 8. There's not even THC in Delta 8, and they thought, I'm getting pissed off, and they thought there was, so automatically I wasn't born again. It was like, dude, you have got no idea what you're talking about. Get the hell out of here. This is why Abba didn't tell you to get up at the pulpit. I know you want to be up at the pulpit, but you wanting to be up there and Abba telling you to be up there are two separate things. I didn't necessarily want to be at the pulpit. I don't really necessarily want to be here, period. I want it to be the good old days 30 years ago. So, these spiritual attacks really suck. I'm going to have to get something to eat. Hey, Brian. A big jet airplane. Can I hear an amen, Brian? And send billions because it needs to be solid gold plated. Right? Right, Brian? My poor feet. Oh. I'm tired of it when it comes to these nowadays Christians, pastors, and evangelists belittling, judging, and scrutinizing me for what I choose as my prescription and how I choose to treat my diagnoses, which I have over 15 different diagnoses. And then we do need to add SRA, DID, Super Soldier, MK. Well, actually, you can't add Super Soldier, but we can add DID, SRA, MK Ultra. Part of the breeding program. That's always a fun one to emotionally get over. I'm glad to meet you, Sarah. Foreign relations, Henry Kissinger and pastors should hang out. All right, it's between us and Abba. But you know what? I did ask Abba to use me as an example. So maybe if there's somebody out there who's suffering in silence, they can hear my testimony and go, wait a minute, wait a minute. I'm not pigeonholed. I'm not boxed into a corner. You mean, Abba, I don't have to use my pills. I can come off. I can seek you out to see if I can have you get me off them. And you mean I can use a plant? You mean I'm still going to stay saved even though I don't want to take the pills, but I can tolerate marijuana? Or maybe the pills that I'm on right now are so damn strong I'm going to wind up dead in a pill bottle, which that would have been my situation, guys. I'm not going to die on marijuana, and I can still enjoy the rest of my life. So maybe there's somebody out there that can make a good decision for themselves because they won't feel boxed in and stuck into one mindset. And yeah, you know what? There's going to be a ton of people out there. I'm going to tell you right now. I had a choice. I made the choice to come forward. But had I not made the choice to come forward like I have now with all these interviews, even with my own channel right here, Abba would have still allowed me to use my marijuana and fly under the radar because it's a much better lifestyle and it's a much better way to treat my disabilities and my health disorders. And I'm not going to overdose and I'm not going to die in a bottle, whether it's an alcohol bottle or a pill bottle. It's still the same bottle. But I came forward to the public and I asked Abba to use me as an example. So guys, if you're at a crossroads in your health, always make Heavenly Abba your doctor, Yeshua your prescription. Everyone else can see their way out of an A and B conversation, and you make the decision best for you. And if you don't want to tolerate pills, you'd rather have marijuana, that's your decision. Yes, it is the end of times, and hey, waken Sprit, faith, end times. I agree with you. It's worse now that we're where we are in time. So even using Kratom, same thing. I've gone through a bunch of BS with nowadays Christians over Kratom, and it's like, dude, you don't have my diagnosis and you don't carry around the pain I do. You don't have the cross to bear that I do. Who are you to tell me what works and doesn't work? You're nobody. Remember that. You are nobody to tell me about my health. Just not. People don't like to hear that, especially coming from a girl. Guys in the church hate that when they see an empowered female come in and disagree with them and wind up to be right, and even the Holy Spirit corrects them because I'm listening to his will in accordance in his will and obedient to his will. You should see how pissed off men in the church nowadays get with someone like me. Because it shows they don't understand everything, they don't know everything, and it shows a weakness on their part, and they can't stand it. Look at that Jeffrey, so egotistical. I'll be waiting for you to come back to apologize to me, Holly. Dude, you can't rebuke a person, and you rebuked me. You can't rebuke a person, you can rebuke a thought, you can rebuke a demon, you can rebuke an action, you can rebuke a word. You cannot rebuke a human being. You cannot rebuke my altars because that is me. And me come back to apologize to someone who called my support system Satanists. Someone who barges into my chat room and pees all over my show and all the participants in my chat room, doesn't know what he's talking about, wants me to come back to apologize to him. I blocked him. I don't owe him any apology. Everybody in my chat room sent me an email and said, Holly, please don't ever have Jeffrey come back. Don't you worry, he won't. So, we understand why or we don't. There were 2 separate occasions, or 3 occasions, 2 to 3 occasions. He was off the wall. Finally, I nailed him and I blocked him. I saw him come in and I yelled at him. I let go of my temper on him because it did apply to him, not to anybody else. And I don't want to lash out on someone else when I had him right there and it applied to him and I had the courage at that moment. The thing that I hated is, what was it, on Thursday when I saw conspiracy files come in my chat room, I started to cower. And then I started to build up my courage. And then when I went to see if he was still in my chat room, he didn't answer. So then I was like, damn it, I missed my shot. I hate when I miss my shot. When it's like, I'm full steam ahead and then suddenly the wind is taken out of my sails. It's like, damn it, give me a few more minutes to build up my courage and let me get my mindset of where they left me off at that place, where they dropped me, where they left me high and dry. Let me get back there. And I can handle this really, truly the way I want. No, of course, Conspiracy Files hits me during a good celebration when I'm in a happy mood because he knows any other time he'd be rejected. And he still is rejected. He will always be rejected. Even if he were to offer me a biblical relationship, I'd still reject him. So, but anyway, I don't want to get started on all that because I'm hoping it's over and done with permanently. Um, I don't want him lurking around. I don't want him stealing my work. I don't feel safe or confident with him around. And I'm very suspect anyway, so guys, if you come in my chat room and I start questioning you, you can thank the trolls, haters, adversaries, and just stalkers. Flat out stalkers. I want to make sure I'm not talking to any of those people. I really don't like them. I don't. Once in a blue moon, I will shoot up a prayer, but it's not daily. It's not weekly. It's not monthly. But once in a blue moon, I will shoot up a prayer. But for the most part, I don't pray for these people. I don't waste my time. They're not learning. They're set in their ways. They're happy mangling with their third eye, tampering with their third eye versus having a relationship with Yeshua. And it's only through Yeshua that we can get our prayers to the throne room of heaven. Oh boy, I used to like yoga, but you know what? I do stretching on my own. I try not to do any posing, but I love to stretch. So I'll do stretching on my own. In college, I took yoga. I like martial arts. I've always been a martial artist, so the stretching is incorporated in that. Inverted Sarah Rothschild told someone to make a secret society within all secret societies. That stuff intrigues me. I got to get to your emails for realist. I'm really sorry. Please don't discount me. I just think I'm going through a transitional period, and I hope to get my focus back soon. Oh my God, all of a sudden I feel like I'm going to cry. I had this happen to me once before. That's not me. I had this happen to me once before with my chat room. I was sitting here. Hey, it's Huntress. I was sitting here one day running a video. This is going back a while. And all of a sudden, I had this tremendous heartbreaking pain come over me. So much so, my eyes started tearing up, and I felt like I was heartbroken. Like I just had this horrible pain, and it went in my stomach, and I started to cry. And that feeling just came over me right now. If there is somebody listening to this video and you're going through some sort of heartbreak, I pray that your heart mends. There's nothing that Yeshua cannot fix, and you should go to him. And he can soothe your heart, and he has your answers in Yeshua's name. So if there's somebody out there with that heartbreak, because that's not me. Ooh, I want to do Pilates. That looks like it's fun. I like what do they call it, like the calisthenics and stuff, like where, for instance, for an example, you'll get into like a push-up position and then you'll hold it. Oh, sweet dreams, Tobis. I hope you have a restful, rejuvenative sleep. I love you very much, and you're my inspiration to not smoke cigarettes. And I've been getting hit pretty hard. I know I'm still vaping, but I will quit that too. Hang on one second. I want to dump the water out, okay? I want to get it out of the way. Ugh. I was for realist. I was on Rumble the other day looking up documentaries about the Rothschilds and stuff like that. I like watching them. To dance, jazz, ballet, really hip hop. That sounds like fun. I'll join you. When you move out to Jersey, I'll come join you. We'll do it together. I gotta call Mike Smith. I need to apologize to him. I think I alienated him, and I didn't mean to. I don't think it's the first time I've alienated him either. I don't think it's the first time I've alienated any of my friends. Oh my. I'm sorry. And I'm not trying to curse you, feet. I'm sorry I dropped the F-bomb by saying my flippin' feet, but I'm not trying to curse at you. Just you hurt. Where's my... You know what? Put my slippers on. You actually feel like you're about flying on this stretch is amazing. Really? That sounds like fun, Kara. You know what I was thinking about doing? I was thinking about putting together an exercise routine and running a video with you guys and being like, all right, we're stretching, we're doing jumping jacks, push-ups. I want to do like a self-defense thing. What I want to do, but I don't know. My friend might get mad at me. I'm going to have to, if I make him donations, then he might not get too mad at me. But I better make him big donations. But you know, when I take the course on Thursday nights, you know what I could do? Is because I record the course for him. I'm not going to undermine him. I'm not going to undermine him at all. But I do want to make a workout video with you guys of stretching and push-ups and sit-ups and stuff to help you and me. You know, oh, I just stepped and my floor is wet. Darn it. What's wrong with the East Coast? What do you mean what's wrong with the East Coast? You're welcome out in the East Coast. It's just that I'm here. I'm the queen of the East Coast. I'm you know what? Everybody else does it. They all self-anoint and self-appoint themselves something. I'm anointing myself the East Coast queen. Stay off my turf. No, I'm kidding. I should be the ruler of this area. My governor sucks. He needs help. I wish the other guy won. I wish the other guy won. Not Murphy, but the other guy, the Italian guy. Too small an area. It's not too bad where I am, but yeah. I live by Phillipsburg. I gotta tell you, my God, can I say something? When I first moved out here, I had to rent a U-Haul, and I had to get to know the neighborhood, and there were different places I had to like go around to. I gotta tell you, the guys out here are really cute. The guys out here are a lot cuter than like out in Newark and Clifton and those areas. Guys out here are a lot cuter. A lot cuter. I was surprised. I thought, all my life, I always thought out by Phillipsburg they'd be ugly. That's why I never came out here clubbing in my 20s. I always stayed out by Newark and Jersey City and the Jersey Shore. Well, then the Staten Island people came and took over the Jersey Shore, and you had all these guys with these tight jeans. Their jeans would come up to their shins up high. It looked like somebody put them in the dryer, puffed them up a little, and then took them out. So it'd be these juice heads, right? Tight shirts and these tight pants, but it looked like the pants shrunk. And then they'd all have their hair spiked up like this. And they'd all dance, all of them would dance like this. Wait, they'd all dance like this. Let me mimic them. I hope I mimic them right. They'd all dance like this. How is it? And you got to get the face too. You got to get the... And then you should just seen the girls. Oh my goodness, especially from Staten Island. You could tell them a mile away because they just had layer upon layer upon layer of makeup on. You're the East Coast queen, yes. And you guys are most welcome to come to the East Coast anytime you want. No, but the guys look like puffed up, puff things. You know, they all looked alike. The girls, just layers upon layers of makeup. And just, oh my God. I mean, I went out clubbing, but I didn't wear tons of makeup. And yeah, I had my clubbing clothes, but I was styling. I had a couple Versace outfits. I went down to South Beach, Florida after I got my divorce when I was 25 years old. I treated myself to a vacation in South Beach, Florida, and I got my motorcycle license after my divorce when I was 25. It was right before the Twin Towers went through their demolition because they were after everything in Building 7. So I saw a Versace store, and oh my God, I walked in. I thought it'd be really expensive, but it wasn't. I don't know what it was about Versace, but every outfit, I put on one outfit. My friends, 3 of my friends won $4,000 in AC, so they flew down and joined me conveniently in South Beach. And they were sitting outside on the deck. The one girl was walking around the store, but I went outside and I said to my friend Chris, I'm like, look at this outfit. I was like, look at this outfit. I was like, this guy knows how to design clothes. Chris was like his jaw was on the floor. I tell you, Versace's outfits, oh, they fit beautifully. Like, beautiful. When I went through my demon attack in December, I threw out my Versace outfits that I used to wear clubbing. They were really not that expensive as I thought they were. But when I was in that store, the ladies came out and they were like, oh, you got to try this on. I want to see what it looks like on you. The one lady was like, oh, you got to try this on. I know that you're not going to buy it, but I just got to see what it looks like on you. Oh, man. I got to find me a philanthropist that's willing to donate money and loan money with extreme loan forgiveness and find my way down to that Versace store. But yeah, my God, I don't know, I never like got into that designer stuff or anything. I wasn't aiming for that to happen, but I'll tell you, when I walked in that store, it was really cool. And then Versace's house was right down the way too. I stayed down there for a week. That was nice, though. That was nice. Extreme loan forgiveness. Yeah. Suki in that situation. Oh, Kara. They were all from Staten Island. They weren't even Jersey people. So now the world thinks that Jersey people act like Staten Islanders, and we don't. That's a different monster. That ain't me. I'm Jersey, okay? I am not Staten Island, and there is a difference. There is a difference between how they talk and the attitude. They all think they're arrogant, and they all play like they're mafia. It's ridiculous. Ancient Rome, really. I believe you. A lot of makeup. I haven't in years. Some people take all the makeup off and look really strange. Yes, they do. I do look different when I put makeup on. But then again, like, I have an insecurity. That's why I always put eyeliner on, because I feel like my eyes are small and far apart, which is weird because when I was a baby, my nickname was Peeper because I had these big, large brown eyes. But they're not so large. They're small. I feel like an alien. So I'm always trying to highlight my eyes if I do put on makeup. Jeez, you guys know what I look like in my pajamas, so when I do look pretty, it'll be a treat. When I do get dressed up, you'll never recognize me. I'll get away in public with no problem. People will go out and be looking for a girl in a hat with a cross on it. I miss my Sava, guys. When Grandma died, I would be like, you know, food shopping and walking through a store doing something. And just out of the blue, I'd feel whap across my head. And I would just have a crying bout out of the blue and start missing her tremendously. Huntress, your birthday's coming up. I'm going to make you a video. I keep telling people I'm going to do things and I don't follow through. I think it's James' birthday too. A skirt this week at the thrift store. I like skirts. I like sundresses. 1 hour, 11 minutes, and I just missed 11 seconds. I like sundresses. I haven't had sundresses in years, but I love them. My boyfriend's always hated them because some of them would be like actually like shorts, but it kind of looked like a skirt, but not really. But I just loved my sundresses with sandals. And it was so easy. And laundry would be so easy too because it'd just be a dress that you have to wash. But sundresses are like $70, $80 now. And it's like, it should only be 20 or 30. But I remember one year I had found this one mall. I forget where it was. I don't even think it was in the state of New Jersey, to be honest with you. I think I was away on vacation out in Virginia. But I found this one store. It had the cutest little sundresses. They'd have like the little straps and like this square neckline, which I like the square neckline over V neckline. And it would be cut in, but then like down at the bottom, like down here, it would kind of like flare out. So it'd be fitted, but it'd flare out. It was almost similar to like the flapper dresses in the Roaring 20s, but not really. I really liked it. I'm humbled, Kara. Thank you so much. I miss her too. I've got some dresses in here, but I don't think that they're appropriate for me to wear. There's sundresses, but, well, one, it's really, really long, so I have to wear really high heels with it, and still it drags on the floor. I had a date once, right, and he was taking me out to this nice restaurant, so I wore this one dress. It was really pretty, but it's strapless, and it's fitted up here, and then the rest of it just hangs down. I'll show you. It's a really pretty dress. I never, ever get to wear it. But I wore it on this one day, and I couldn't walk in the 4-inch high heels that were necessary for me to wear in this dress. So he had to bring me home. I was like, I can't. Hang on a second. My door's broken. I have a couple dresses, but I don't like them. Because I don't like these dresses because they're too long. I like them to come to here, like that's my knee. But there's this one that I was just telling you about. This one's awesome. So, here, I'll show you. I think this one's really pretty, right? So, you can see how long it is already. So, I need high heels to, like, be in it. But I wear high heels anyway. The cool thing I like is the front of it. You see the back is long, but the front's short. Right? So, you see the difference? I love this dress. And then someone gave me this other one. My ex who collapsed my lung always made fun of me because I like what I like, you know? And I kind of like 70s styles, but I definitely like that antique look or whatever it's called with the long sleeves. Not antique. Forget what the word is, but I took a lot of abuse from my ex. This one I like. Like this one's good for like fall weather. Someone sent me this one, which I thought was really cute. Right? It's fitted here. I thought it was neat. I like it. And then my all-time favorite, but I'll show you my other two sundresses, but I can't wear them. Well, one I really can't wear. Like, I have this one, which is my favorite, but I can't wear it because it's too sexy. This. Can you see? It's like white with the buttons. And it's with the lace. This is my favorite one. I wore this at my baptism. The straps crisscross in the back. This is my favorite one. But it's really short, as you could see. So for a 47-year-old, I don't know. My Christian brothers and sisters would probably tell me to go change. But I did wear this at my baptism. And when I did, I wore a shirt underneath it that had sleeves. But, and I had shorts underneath it too. But this is my favorite sundress because I was baptized in it. I got one more dress that I had to get because I just had to get it. Oh, I love going to Goodwill and stuff like that. And thrift stores, absolutely. Vintage. Yeah, I think it's vintage. Like with the long sleeves, the puffy sleeves. I love that. I love going to those stores. Here, I'll show you one more dress. Like someone... Where'd it go? I can't find it now, of course. Here it is. Someone sent me this and I fell in love with it. Fell in love with it. I love shawls, right? Because, like, you could go out, like, if it's a spring or summer night and you just want a shawl just enough to cover up, right? Look at how pretty this thing is. You probably really can't see it. Maybe this will be better for you to see. I don't know. I have my styles. You really still can't. Or can you? And that's the shawl. Right? I like it. My ex and his kid had no sense of style, let me tell you. I love it. I think it's gorgeous. I like these types of things. Right? Me too. I like the thrift stores and stuff a lot. The only thing is that I don't get from thrift stores so much as shoes. But I love this. They sent me a whole bunch of sweaters and stuff. And I use them in the spring, summer, and fall. They're kind of like poncho looking a little bit. Like, what else can I show you? This is my all-time favorite dress, but I can't wear it. You can see why. Look at it. It's like the size of a tissue. Now, Home Alone, my golden beau, will love this, but not so much in public. But it's so cute, right? It's like the perfect little baby doll dress, but it's a sundress. You have the little lace, which I love, and then the slip underneath. But yeah, that's the whole dress. And I'm so skinny. And when I bought these clothes, I was so skinny that it's like I'm bone thin. I don't have anything to hide anyway. But I think the last time I went shopping, I was 35. Never mind. Where did I put the hanger? Now I can't find the hanger. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. I can't find the hanger now. What'd I do with it? Like, is it on the floor somewhere? Oh, here it is. I found it. So, but I wouldn't mind having a couple summer dresses and a couple pairs of sandals. I have to get shoes this year. I have to get sneakers. That's a must. And I do have to get new sandals because the ones I have, I've worn them out completely. Aw, thanks. Would be pretty hanging up. I could hang it up on the wall. I think it's pretty too. I wore it a couple times and then I was laughed at. And it's like, oh my gosh, it's a beautiful shawl. And like, I was decked out pretty too. Like the whole outfit I had on was nice. I took the heat. I left it on and I got mocked all day. So he won. He won. He got to make fun of me. So now I have to do the breakfast thing and start this eat 3 meals a day all over again. I really don't feel like going through all the trouble, to be honest with you. I ate 3 times yesterday. Can't that count for today? But I don't have that. I could make that again if I wanted. Chicken or steak? I just got done eating steak. We're going back to chicken. We all come alive talking clothes. Really? Converse? That's nice. Chat on clothes. I wish I had money. There's thrift stores around here. They have cute stuff. You gotta look through everything too. But I like them. Oh, and now that I got my medicinal license, I can get Blue Dream. They don't have it in flour, though. They don't have it in edibles, sadly. But they have it in carts. If I want to go shopping, oh my gosh, I just have a couple of hits of that. It really feels like it does put you in a different dimension. I feel happy. I feel content. I'm not looking at the clock. I'm not rushed. I don't feel like I'm being mind controlled. I actually feel like just all things are set free from me. I really like that Blue Dream. So if you guys ever want to go to thrift stores, you're on. I need to get my medicine this week too, and I plan on getting Blue Dream. But when I get it, I can't waste my money. I can't get a half a gram because it's wasting money. And plus, I can only get a certain amount of items per month. And if I'm going to get an item, I better make it a gram, because to just get it a half a gram, I'm shorting myself an entire half gram because I'm only allowed certain amount of items. The plant does mess with the programming of the mind. Yes, it does. Antipsychotic and MK breaker. Yep, I'm sticking with Blue Dream. $90 for a gram cart, or $50 for a half gram. So you may as well get $10 off and buy the gram, but you're only allowed a certain amount of products a month. So each week I can go in and pick 3 things for that week to help me. I just have to figure out what's going to help me. So then I need to go back to the doctor and increase my prescription, which I don't have money for. But anyway, I'm not so concerned with that as, because I have to renew my prescription December 7th. So I'm going to have to come up with $200 to go back to the doctor to renew my prescription. So I'm thinking, I'll just tough it out. And then when I see the doctor, I'll say, listen, I've been broke. I haven't been able to come back to see you, and I got to see you anyway in December. I need you to double it. I need you to give me 6 items a week. Your 3 items a week aren't enough, and I'm still going to the black market. I don't want to have to do that. I just want to have to come to you. But it's not enough. But yeah, so each week, assuming there's 4 weeks in a month, each week I can go in and get 3 items and try to figure out what's going to help me for that 7-day period. Right now, as it stands, it's drops. Now that I found the Blue Dream cart, I tried Durban, but the taste is rough. It works for the pain. I don't like the taste at all, so it drags me down. I should have just gotten the Blue Dream the first time I heard them say Blue Dream. But sometimes the people behind the counter can get you all mixed up and confused, and they're giving you their recommendations, and it's like, wait a minute. No. But I think Blue Dream has always been one of the recommendations because it's sativa. And I get sativa dominant products. Except for the THC drops. They're just THC. I only have Medicaid. Try Jack Herrera and Sunday Driver whenever you see it. I got lucky for realist. I bumped into somebody a couple of months before I got my license, and they were getting me Jack Herrera. They were getting me good stuff. I actually got to call them to come to think of it. Jack Herrera's good. But I kind of like it. Like this past month, it's been kind of cool to be able to try the different kinds. I tried White Durban, Sunshine OG. They were both all right. What I like that I just tried is Rainbow Rosé and Mencho Cheese. They're pretty good. So I'll probably want to stick with them over the Jack Herrera. I need a break anyway sometimes. Like, different taste. Yeah, Jack Herrera is very good. Really? It can be more indica? Well, I don't know what it is. Maybe because I'm so high strung that Blue Dream might mellow me out. Might keep me even keel, which is probably exactly what happens because I'm so high strung. And when I have to go out to the store, There's so many variables that I'm thinking about in my mind that off the bat I'm like, so that's probably where the blue dream comes in perfect, because then I'm still going to think about those variables, but I'm not going to be stressed out, and I should be able to still maneuver through the store. It's 50-50. Our leather sofas are 10,000. Oh my gosh. That's a lot. I don't have any sofas. I wouldn't mind having like a lazy boy, a little tiny recliner, but yeah, it's sativa. It's got to be sativa because the sativa kills my pain, typically makes me happy and hungry, and that's what I'm looking for. Happy, hungry, and pain-free. Depends on the grower. The grower's in Branchburg, New Jersey. I'm way behind in the chat. Looked back. Have you heard of Lazy Dancers videos? Really? I'll have to look at her videos. I haven't seen them, Sarah. I was blessed. Rin got me a dresser from Amazon. I had a bed. I already had a bed and mattress myself. And then all the other furniture in my house was stuff that people didn't want anymore. I got for free. I got a black thumb, Kara. I got a black thumb. If you want to garden for me, that's fine. In my papers, it says I'm not allowed to grow. I'm not allowed to grow. Huh. I got a black thumb anyway. Really? I'll have to check her out. Thank you. Ooh. But yeah, I like that blue dream, especially for when I have to go food shopping or just shopping in general. Be out and around people. Yeah, I'm not allowed to grow. It says New Jersey. 60-40. I like it. I like it a lot. So there's this one guy, I don't even know his name, at the dispensary. And I was like, I really want to try Blue Dream. I've had it before and I fell in love with it. You probably won't recommend it to me, but I want it. And his eyes lit up. So I went back the very following day because this guy says, well, come back tomorrow. You'll get a discount. You'll get like 15 or 20% off. I should have waited the following day to get the Blue Dream, but I was like, I'm here now. I want the Blue Dream. You got it. You might not have it tomorrow. And that's how it works. What they have one day, they might not. You got to see what they have. So anyway, pre-roll, they don't even have pre-rolls. So I came back the next day. He's like, how'd you like it? I was like, I had to shop, and I actually got through my shopping experience unscathed. I survived. It was actually a pretty good shopping experience because of the Blue Dream. Oh, I don't know how that works for me, but I'm not allowed to grow. Hava says you can grow if you want to. Right? I concur. Garlic cookies is another good one. Okay, I have to look out for it. I have to look out for it. Yes, we should be free to do that. We are free. You just don't talk about it. Just don't talk about it. Do it, don't talk about it. All right, so 9:30, 10:30. I don't want to start like, I'm going to not finish that sentence. I don't know what I want to do. You know what? I don't like this yogurt at all. I only got it because it said it's Cabot, and I thought Cabot is good. I don't like it. We all have to treat it like a tomato. I've been trying to space out my everything like every 4 hours. For realist, it's basically replaced all of my medicines except for my albuterol rescue inhaler. I'm getting a headache and a backache. Tomato. It's a tomato. Yeah, I heard growing is expensive. I met people in Tennessee, they were just growing it in their backyard. A seed in the dirt is cheap. That's what they were doing in Tennessee, putting seeds in dirt, and it was just growing wild. But the problem with it is that the people would come around and steal it from you. I don't even have seeds. I used to have seeds. I used to save them. I had purple granddaddy. What is it? Green monster or green machine. Jack Herrera. I had a bunch of seeds. But I was parted with my possessions, and so therefore when I was parting with my possessions, I threw everything out. Because I was like, if I can't have them, nobody will have them. And I got rid of them. That's exactly what happened. Oh, I didn't even finish my... it doesn't matter. So I'm out of my gummies. That sucks. Keepies, would you mind moving? Up, honey. I'm sorry, honey. I've got to gain weight. So that means I have to eat. Poses a problem. So you guys are going to join me for breakfast again. Heavenly Father, please bless my food and make it holy. Please pour the blood of the Lamb on it. Please take out any impurities. Please make me healthy, strong. And please join me to eat my breakfast. I love you, Heavenly Abba. In Yeshua's name I pray. Selah. I wonder if you guys will just... You're not going to stay put. You're not going to stay where I put you, are you? Sharing is caring, right? I don't know. That's probably going to fall. Now if you fall, you fall. Of course, making a mess. getting it in my shoe. Keeper even moved out of the kitchen. I'm only using the blender. Is that going to be enough? I hope so. This should be making me gain weight. I don't see me gaining weight yet. Hey, Tellies. Breakfast time. Maybe, well, my honey's not open. I was going to put some honey in this, but maybe I will. I don't have to keep honey in the fridge, right? I can keep it out. Oh, it is open. Good. All right, I'll add some honey. All right, guys, hold your ears. I'm, hey, Arcade, how are you? Brian, holding helium balloons works. I don't know how to do that. And actually, it came out pretty good today. Aw, thank you, Sarah. I love you. Actually came out pretty good today with the honey in it. And honey's supposed to be good for you, right? Well, I'm sure it didn't help with my lunch, Huntress. I ate my lunch last. And for my lunch, it was only fruit and yogurt. I'm not going to gain any weight with fruit, but my body kind of needs it. I hope you have a beautiful day, Sarah. I hope you have a beautiful day, honey. It said, or Waken, Sprit, Faith End Times, how to get rid of chest and head infection. I wonder if any tips. Do you guys have tips? Yeah, I think I caught that bug too. Wait. Come on. I hate having to wait forever for this hot water. I'm coughing. I would take Mucinex, guafenicin. Guafenicin is an active ingredient in Mucinex. Take that to get rid of congestion. Have a nice day, Sarah. Oranges. Oranges, yep. I'm putting that back in there. I'm always cutting myself on these blades. Oh, wow, Brian. Apple cider vinegar, cinnamon. pain, and honey and lemon helps. Really? See, I don't know all these natural remedies. I'm not good. Come on. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Now I can't see it. Thank you. Get out of the way. Excuse me. Can you excuse me one moment? I need the powder room. I'm learning so much from you guys. And just to choke the rest of this down. And it is choking down. Yeah, the thumb and forefinger for headaches. I'll take my olive leaf tomorrow since I'm running low. Thank you, Brian. I was going to do that too. Oh, Sarah. Well, it's hard to leave your company too. I'm probably going to end this. That was me buffering. I'm probably going to end this soon. My hair looks really scraggly at the ends. Even when she cuts it, the next layer is not going to join yet because they're still way up here. But I don't want her taking all my layers. Probably what she better be cutting it straight across in the back. She's probably not doing that. She's going to wind up taking length off the next time she cuts it, I know it. And I don't want her to do that. But I want the back of my hair straight across. I don't want it like this. I want it straight. Always the last little bit is like the hardest to get down. But that was a lot I just took. All my vitamins. That was another thing, Huntress, I was thinking. You know, about 11, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock even, that's when I start to fall asleep. So, like, after I get done with this stuff, I'm going to end up, like, knocking out again. Ruptured eardrums, antibiotics and eardrums with steroids haven't helped. I have no idea. Well, obviously. Well, better start considering my hair essential because I've been, like, good for at least a week now. I expect to see immediate improvement. But maybe that's why I've been sleeping, is because once I eat, my body's like, now I gotta work. I gotta digest all this food. All right, then I'm going to stop feeling bad about taking a nap during the day, a nap at night. But really, I think I was only awake 10 hours yesterday. 5 in the morning and 5 in the afternoon. There was probably a couple hours where I was sitting at my desk, but I was just dozing off watching videos. Okay, Jay, so what happened? He's on today. He'll give news. I hate when he gets going on that rapture stuff. But I like his videos when he tells the news. Ooh, I can lay in bed and watch that all day. He usually runs for like 3-4 hours. I can lay in bed and watch him and doze off. I gotta help the lady downstairs from December when you weren't able to sleep much. That's right, Greta. That whole month of December, I wasn't sleeping. I mean, a couple of hours each night, but a couple of hours is nothing. I'm glad I don't remember all of the pain and agony I suffered in December. That was atrocious. December was atrocious. I can't believe it's been a month already that Save has been deceased. I can't believe that much time has gone by already. Over a month. Her presence is so sorely missed. That cat would just, the vibration from that cat just put me in a happy mood. Like her presence. Just, for a cat, she is so cute. Somebody yesterday was like, well, go get another one. Go get, if you're crying, go get another one. No, I want Seva morning. Getting another one is a very bad idea right now. Secondly, I just said I can't afford pets, and I'm not getting any more after this because I can't afford them. And if I did get a pet, it would only be a cat, and even then, I'm not getting any more pets after this. That's it. That's it. They're too expensive, and I need every red cent from my disability check that I can get. Anyway. I'm happy to get the rest. I have my feet up. They feel better up. I shouldn't cross them though. There we go. Hey Mel, it's great to see you. I'm practicing having my feet up. Mel is like, I'm gonna have a heart attack. That's the first time in 7-8 years I've ever seen Holly with her feet up. The sky is falling and hell is definitely freezing over. I'm kidding. But yeah, pretty much, because I never know how to relax. You know what I mean? I'm always wound up like a toy soldier. I'm always wound up. Just point me in the direction, let me go. I'll take care of it for you. So we're practicing for next Sabbath to have our feet up, but we're practicing this Sunday. It does feel better with them up though. Like there's some pressure taken off. Right? I think so too. A nice back scratch would be great. And foot rub. Oh, Huntress, when I have that craving for beer, I've been eating instead. Eh, it helps, I guess, take away the craving. I made a pasta dish, so that should help. So when I'm craving beer, I can go eat the pasta. Because you said that's probably my body craving carbohydrates, which I agree with you. All right, guys, I guess I'm going to let you go. To the screen BLTs. Eat sweets when you want beer. I got to get more sweets. I ran out. And just like picky food. Like if I want picky food, I have like granola. But again, I have to be careful not to eat that late at night because it has seeds in it. And then the next day I'm looking at an IBS attack. And, you know, I've broken bad behaviors and whatnot. And so I don't want to be giving myself an IBS attack if I don't need to be. From wheat. Okay, well, I made a pasta dish. So I'm good there. That was good thinking ahead, Abba. So, and I've stayed away from the alcohol. It's been over a week now. Not even a drop. And it's been over a week. But then again, Lincoln wanted to be baptized and stuff, so no cigarettes. I know the vaping's bad, but when I gave my covenant to Abba, when he gave me that picture with his seal on my head, I said, Abba, the worst thing I'll do is vape. I won't go back to cigarettes. Well, I know ultimately I have to quit vaping, but I was just trying to make a step in the right direction and give my gestures to Yeshua and start moving forward in a more positive manner. And for me, cigarettes are worse than vaping because I know for a fact um, when I don't smoke cigarettes, my taste and smell come back to me. My stomach is calmer, and even my anxiety attacks are calmer. So I can still taste and smell when I'm vaping, whereas I can't do that with cigarettes. And it hurts my lungs with the cigarettes, whereas vaping does not hurt my lungs. I notice a positive difference between the two. More positive toward leaning towards the vaping, and I don't care what other people's opinions are. I'm speaking about how it affects me in my life and my body. Um, I find things to pick on. I'll have to go back to the dollar store. I gotta get stuff to pick on. I gotta do food shopping, really, to be honest with you. I did some, I have what I need, but like, I didn't get picky food. I just got what I needed for meals to make sure I have meals to make. Um, that means I get to make a trip to the dollar store. What was I saying before? So, because he wanted to be baptized, I started to fast the things that I could fast and do what I could do to make sure that my vessel is clean and pure so the Holy Spirit can work through me to bless and baptize Lincoln and help a couple of my other friends. I almost match my curtains. My sweatshirt, my sweater, it about matches my curtains almost. If it weren't for my dark hair sticking out, I'd probably blend in. No, I haven't gained weight yet. I'm waiting. Where's my weight, Abba? I could go for crab legs right now. I'd gain weight if I could eat those. I could put away probably 2 pounds of crab meat, slopped with butter all over it. Mm. Hey, for realists. We got on to making edibles. I've got one more dose of my gummies and then I'm out. I took 2 doses yesterday because one dose I ended up falling asleep. The second dose, my feet were hurting me so bad yesterday afternoon. I was like, I gotta do something. I don't know what to do. And I'm not running to the liquor store for any reason. And I think the reason why I've been craving liquor even more is because I'm purposefully trying to fast so I can do things the right way. Oh, I like crab cakes. I'm sorry to fantasize about eating the bugs on the ocean floor. Meanwhile, I just killed a bug here in my house. I didn't fantasize about eating that, Abba. Wow. Wow, for realist. I'll take your edibles. Dabs and make brownies with it. It's medicine and munchies and yum. They don't have dabs where I am. I asked them if they had wax. They don't have any. They have flour, carts, gummies, drops. I can check with some of the other dispensaries, but I heard that the dispensaries in New Jersey don't carry wax. That would be like if I go to Maryland, I can walk into a dispensary there and get it. And I think, I'm not sure, but I think if I flash in my New Jersey cannabis license, I'll get 50% off of everything they have in Maryland. Crumble, yep. I like crumble. I like taking crumble and putting it on a blunt and then putting some flour in there and smoking it. That'll put me in a good mood, take away my pain. I'll be eating cows and horses after that. My stomach calms, I'm smiling, I'm laughing, I feel like pretty normal. Concentrates? What are concentrates? I don't think so. You mean like the 8 THC drops? They call them tincture, but I don't think it's tincture. Somebody told me it's drops. Another person told me it's tincture. I don't know what the hell it is. It's THC in a bottle I put under my tongue. So I don't know. That stuff keeps me pretty calm. I'll tell you, I can tell when that wears off because all the muscles in my back start hurting again. I wish I could have my full 3 ounces in my prescription because then I'd have all the medicine I adequately needed. It's these things. It says it's tincture, but other people told me no, it's drops. Eating my cakes and brownies, leftover cat food tastes good. What are you talking about? Cat food tastes good. I got you, Brian. Okay, I'm like, wait a minute. It took me a like a diesel engine. It's like, once I get going, I'm good. It's just getting going. I'll come eat one of your brownies. I'll let you know. Wax or shatter. Is that what they call it? Wax or shatter? Shatter. What's the difference with all this stuff? I tell you, potheads got too much time to come up with the different ways, the various ways to use that plant. You gotta love it. Really? Now I could go for that. I could go for that. But no, I like the drops. I'm gonna run out of these today. If I only use it 2 drops twice a day, I'll be able to squeak by for a week with this. But I want to be able to use it 4 times a day. And I can't. You have to go. I hope you have a nice day. What time is it? It's like morning, right? Still? Yeah. It's almost lunchtime. What am I going to eat for lunch? It's like hard candy texture. Oh, so maybe it's shatter that goes into that. I don't know. I wanted dab hits, but they don't have any. I don't know what I want for lunch. This is not going to work out too well. dinner. All right, I guess I'll go. Crumble is like wet brown sugar. Okay, so maybe it's the wax that I like to put on blunts. But I like to do those dab hits. I don't know what all that stuff is. I like to, but I just don't get it. And to know the difference. My feet feel better. I stand up for no reason, and then they feel bad again. And lunch and a snack too. Oh, jeez. That's all my life is cook, do dishes, cook, do dishes, cook, do dishes. Wake up the next day, do it over again. It wouldn't be such a bad idea if I spent a month or two just focusing on eating and exercising. It really wouldn't be such a bad idea. Well, isn't that interesting? That was me on my end. Yeah, with all the tools needed, it is tough to smoke dab hits. Whole30. That was me on my end. I reset and felt great. What's a reset? I don't know. I don't know what to do with myself. No, I have Kara, honestly, I have such a limited diet as it is now. I cannot afford to get rid of foods that cause inflammation. Otherwise, there would be nothing left in my diet for me to eat. Oh, 30 days to reset our systems. So just eat air. Yeah, okay. I was doing that before, Brian. That's what got me in this predicament. No, you're fine, Kara. Don't worry, honey. Don't worry, honey, because I don't eat vegetables. I don't like them. So that leaves me with fruits, pasta, rice, dairy, meat, and chicken. And then I got rid of pork. I don't eat shellfish anymore, and I'm not really good with fish. That causes flare-ups. I don't even know what causes flare-ups. Maybe the strawberries. Yeah, but you know what, Kara, as far as the dairy, none of that's changed. No, I'm going to keep eating. I'm going to keep eating. But, like if I eat tomato sauce, I put sugar on it and that gets rid of this acid and I can still eat the tomato sauce. But yeah, I know the dairy can be evil on the guts. Breatharians don't live very long. What's a breatharian? I get it. Never mind. Yeah, I caught it. I caught it before it was too late. Yeah, I don't want to be a breatharian. Really, milk would make it flare up more. Yeah, milk does do that stuff. It does. It's a person who lives on my. Yeah, I don't want to be a breatharian. Once I said it, then it dawned on me. I'm like, oh, gestational diabetes, gout, asthma, allergies. That's me. All under control now with food. I pay for it when I eat crap. I believe it, Kara. Um, I did good. I've cut out the soda. I've definitely cut down on the sugar. I can tell you that much. I do that as much as I can, Kara. Yep. There's local farmers around here. I stop and pick up their fruits and stuff. That's what I like during the summers, driving around here, and you can see all the fruit stands. They have them all up and down the road. It's nice around here. I really like living out here. It's beautiful. I've been really fortunate with all the places that I've been able to rent. They've all been really, really nice. And this is a nice neighborhood. Like, now that the squatter's gone, even though they ruined the apartment, totally ruined it. I'm still waiting for my court date against the squatters. The court still hasn't given me a date yet. Right? Right, Kara? Likewise, that's how I feel about the local farmers. It's better for you too. I'll look into the raw milk. Um, yeah, there was a local farmer down here. He recently passed away. It was a bummer. He would bring me corn on the cob down at the deli, the Jersey farmer markets. Yeah. Yeah, I want to get a bike. That way I can ride up along the busy, crazy road and visit all the farmers markets during the summer. But it's nice around here. I like it. Me too. Oh, me too, Kara. Me too. The past year, 2 years have been a slice of heaven because I've had my own place. No roommates. The two places I rented prior, I had roommates, and they were god awful. Well, the one place in Flemington, that roommate was fine, but the roommates in Long Valley, they were all rotten. They were all rotten. But yeah, I love this place. Um, there's a park across the street. There's a creek behind my house, a creek in the park. I like the law enforcement officers in the neighborhood. I've met a lot of them. I've met almost all of my neighbors, and I like all of them except for the squatters. I'm sorry, except for the gang stalkers across the street. Um, I like it here a lot. A lot, a lot. I like the apartment itself. It's perfect. It's the perfect size. Um, oh my goodness, it's not even plugged in, damn it. I have to say, like, my apartments, my apartments weren't that much bigger than this one. This is someone said that this is 800 feet, square feet. It's definitely bigger than my apartments. Every apartment that I had in Somerville, including my condo, I have to say it's bigger. The bathroom is definitely bigger. The kitchen is bigger. My bedroom is about the same. I'd say maybe it's a little bit smaller or about the same size as every place I've had in the past. So I like it. I like it a lot. And I don't like people who criticize my home either. Sadly, I allowed a guest to come over, and they're like, "Why don't you get a bigger place?" And it's just so small, and it's like, well, this is what I can afford, and for what I can afford, this is big for what I can afford. And you're not helping me with bills, and what do I care about getting a place that you like anyway? But I like my place a lot. In South California, 1 bedroom, so cozy. I like cozy places. I really do. My grandmother and I lived in a cozy house, and I loved it. There's nothing wrong with that. You still could find your privacy if you wanted to. I remember living in a big house, a mansion in Maryland, Germantown, Maryland, and you couldn't get your privacy even if you went in the bathroom. Are you in the bathroom? Holly's in the bathroom right now. I wonder if she's going to use the sink. Oh, I wonder what side of the toilet she sits on. Hey, Cam, I wonder what side of the toilet paper she uses. She's in the bathroom right now. What do you think she's doing? I kid you not, it was like that in Maryland. I couldn't stand it. It's like, where do these people get off treating me like I'm their 10-year-old daughter? Hey, Shy, it's great to see you. That's all I have, private, right? Right, in your brain. My bathroom is my office, too. I call it my throne room. The executive suite. I'm smiling. It's good to see you, Shy. I'm smiling. So, yeah, even when I was a kid, if I had to go to the bathroom, I'd bring like my books in there with me. I knew it was going to be a while. No, I'm glad I make you smile, sweetheart. I hope you're having a nice day. I'm starting to get hungry. Again, you draw in the bathroom. Yeah, I used to bring stuff in the bathroom with me all the time to do something because, like, I'd be stuck in there for a while. Yeah. Bring art supplies, right? I've done that before. I've drawn things or worked on homework. You were hungry when I peeled the banana. I'm actually, that kind of kicked my appetite in gear. I'm trying to think what I would even want to eat next. Oh, well, I hope you have a nice day with your daughter. Thank you, Kara. I like that too. That's one of my favorite ones. I remember drawing that, and boy, oh boy, I would not want to go back to that period of time in life. Life was very unstable for me at that time. I was very close to Abba, or I was pulling closer to him. I remember drawing that picture. I had the kitchen table cleared off. The roommate at the time was upset with me. He's like, "You remind me of my kid. Always drawing." Shut up. And like you're doing anything better by watching your programs on TV. My drawings will get me somewhere. Your programming on TV's going nowhere with you. Um, but I remember drawing that, and that was a hard time in my life when I drew it. Thank you. Yeah, right? My metabolism is starting to work. What, now that I'm hungry again? I just finished all that stuff. I'm like, what else do we have? I'm going to have to go to the store. I just don't know what to get. And I can't bring you with me because they nailed me on my data plan last month, so I got to wait and get an unlimited data plan so this way they can't nail me and I can still run my live streams when I go out. I don't know what to eat. I could make buttered noodles. Family watches TV. You did painting and drawing. Oh, I get like that too, where it's like, just leave me alone. Let me do my drawing. Let me do my thing. Don't bother me. Just let me be with the Holy Spirit and let me do my own thing. But there would always be somebody to intrude upon it, or I'm hungry. I keep eating every time I'm hungry. I gotta find something that I want to eat is the problem. And I'm so sick and tired of always cooking. No, not every day. I used to just about every day. I go through phases, so to speak. I've kind of had writer's block recently. I haven't really known what to draw or anything like that. Well, I still honestly have to finish my throne room. I have to finish the heart around the throne room and finish that drawing. And probably once I finish that drawing, Heavenly Abba will give me something else to do. No, actually, I made the decision because of everything that transpired in December and January, November, December, and January. Honestly, Kara, I've decided to stay constantly every day in prayer and fasting. I'm not leaving prayer and fasting. I'm staying in it every single day. It's just gotten to the point with all the demonic attacks, plus with the MK Ultra deprogramming, and with the things that I want to do in life. These demons hit me at every corner I turn. So I just decided to stay in prayer and fasting every day and every night. That way I'll be on the ball. And if something happens, I'm ready, I'm prepared, and I'm already prayed and fasted up at that point. And pretty much what I'm dealing with now is powers and principalities. And the only way to get rid of them is to fast. So, like, it's not just food that you can fast, there's other things that you can fast. So I'm sitting here battling, like, other things, not to do them. So that way I can get rid of powers and principalities, not only in my own life, but to help my friends get rid of them too. Yeah, armored in Abba. Yeah, just to always stay like that. Get a rotisserie chicken. I don't know. Maybe crackers and cheese, because I'm going to have chicken tonight for dinner. You got the munchies. I can make bone broth. I don't know how to make bone broth. I should, but I don't. I can follow a recipe. I could go walk around the store and figure out what I want to eat. Chicken soup. Ooh, that's an idea. I have chicken soup and crackers. It's like eating lead. Lasagna's alright. I don't really like sausage. Well, I don't eat it anymore. But I like lasagna. I don't know what to do. I'm like, well, maybe taking a nap isn't such a bad idea. Uh-oh, who's texting me? No, nobody. It was probably a notification from YouTube or Facebook. But no, I gotta get my hair trimmed, you can tell. I think it's been 6 months since I got it cut. Alright, I think I'm gonna get going. No idea what to do with myself. Probably not gonna do anything. I'm gonna sit here and watch the weight gain on me. No, I'm kidding. I hope you guys enjoy your Sunday. Ooh, you know what I have too? Is those super pretzels in the freezer. I can make one of those. Carbohydrates. So I hope you guys have a nice Sunday. And I'm going to get going. And I have no idea what I'll be doing later or tomorrow or otherwise. Clueless. Eat the chicken. Stick the bones and stuff in the pot with roughly chopped onion, carrot, and celery, garlic. Really? Thanks, Kara. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Thanks again for yesterday, because that one video I put on private. I didn't want to get into all that stuff yet again. But you know what? I actually kind of feel better. Like I have a spirit of lightness about me. And I feel better. And I've just really been wanting to feel better. So thank you guys for everything you do for me. And I'll be praying back for you. And if you need me, I'll be here. Good luck getting in touch with me, though. I'm kidding. All right, so I don't know. If you have trouble getting in touch with me, it might be because I'm sleeping. I'm only awake 10 hours a day. Holly, that's not a rough life. That's a cat's life. You're awake maybe 10 hours of the day. I'll see you later, guys. I love you. Aw, you're lovely, Kara. I hope that you have a beautiful day. It was really great to hang out with you and to talk with you. Thank you so much. I'll be back. See you guys later. I love you.